even get to bronze.
Hey everyone, ZaiZoe here and welcome to my channel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You can also like and share, but the subscribe button especially. And oh good lord, 21 minutes. Oh, well, we almost got 50 seconds down, so 19 minutes remaining. 1950 seconds. Yeah. What are we going to talk about? What do you guys want to talk about? Someone had said that I should talk about Town Hall 12s. Almost twipping on my words. And for some of you that seem to think that, oh, they'll never make Town Hall 12s, just remember the game started with Town Hall 8s, correct? You know, other games such as Boom Beach have now 21 or 22 basic Town Hall or headquarter levels. So, to say that we're just going to sit at Town Hall 11s, not likely. And the fact that they've only let Town Hall 12 have so many walls also lets me to believe that when they do come out with or Town Hall 11 has so many walls, sorry, I'm messing up on the Town Halls, that they will come out with a higher Town Hall level. And when they do come out with that Town Hall level, of course, he will also get more of those back to... what is that, Town Hall 3 looking walls, so lucky them. I do believe it will come. Some people seem to think that it's not going to happen, but you just wait. And Clash on Grass, last time I seen Clash, he was getting hit by Rihanna, I believe, about a day after, well, not even a day after I talked to him, like the same day that I had talked to him. I think that very defense actually is when he did it, so good to see him still up there, still pushing, and still working that base, getting those walls up there. And 33 cups, a nice offer. But about the town halls and the updates and everything like that, like I said, I actually think if you have a Town Hall 9, or if you have any Town Hall, now is the time to get out there and push. Remember, December usually has our big update. It's been a while, so perhaps it's time that they will come out with a new league. I have heard talks about it, and some people seem to think that won't happen neither. But just remember, they said the same thing when there was only champs in the game, and we said they were coming out with 2 new leagues. They said, oh, no, they won't do that. It'll ruin the game. But here we are, still clashing and trying for those new leagues. They did, however, mess up a little bit. Why did they ever go with purple and gold? They already had purple and gold leagues. That was the gold league and crystals. So, I don't know. I always wanted to have seen different color badges. I wanted to see Titans as that gem colored green. That would have been a nice badge. And it would have been really cool if we could have seen that Legends badge as those old electric blue walls that the Town Hall 10s once had. Which, by the way, looked way better than these lava walls. I'm just saying, Supercell. You know, just saying. You're supposed to make them better. Not really worse, but you tried. Yeah, thumbs up for trying. And you got to remember, it has been a little while since Supercell has done anything, you know, really for us clashers on this side of the base. They've been pumping it into that Builder Hall base, which I know that, you know, some people are getting a great enjoyment out of it, and there's a bunch of other ones of us that, we opened it up to kind of play around, but we ain't interested. And then there's just a bunch that are like, they're not even interested in opening it to see. They just like this part, and they want Supercell to do some more for this part of our game. But it has been a while, and, you know, I have heard from some employees that big plans are coming. They've said that before. And most times, I never seem to be happy. I'm just not sure why, but we'll see this time. Maybe something unique will come around, or maybe they'll start tweaking the levels a little bit. I had one day talked that they should balance out the troops. I didn't realize how unbalanced the troops really were, by the way. I had said that they should give level 1 dragons to Town Hall 6s. And someone come back at me that was a terrible idea, that they felt that would ruin the game. Since Town Hall 7s can get up to Titans and stuff, these guys would be able to do the same thing, and it would be giving them a huge boost. But really, they don't have Rage. They only have Heal and Lightning, and they don't have 3 spells. They've only got 2. So it would still be a different playing field for them. However, that player did remind me that if you start looking at other troops, like, what about baby dragons? Should we be giving those to Town Hall 8s for level 1s? What about witches? What about golems at level 2 for Town Hall 8? Should we be giving Town Hall 7s level 1? Yes! Yes, we should! That is exactly what Supercell should do. Just totally revamp the entire system and bring life back to every single town hall. Pushing will be back. Come out with a new league, new reset at 6K instead of the 5K that's there now. Legends will become a 1, 2, 3 league, just like Titans, just like Champs. Champs at one point in time was just Champs, right? When I first got to 4K, I was just in Champs. That's it. There was no Champs 1, 2, or 3. And then Supercell came out with that awful update where they changed the clan or the level badges and put 1, 2s, and 3s on them. And then came out with the Titans, and it was awful. It was the worst looking badge I've ever seen. Aside from then them also changing the way chat used to flow. Everybody seems pretty normal to chat now. It flows from the bottom up, but it didn't always go like that. It used to come from the top down. So you could just sit right there at the top of your screen and it would keep coming down. It was great. Now, I guess I've gotten used to it, but I still like the old way. And, they could do a few other things. I'm getting a little pissed off at this 3-minute timer. Supercell came out with the 3-minute 30-second timer. I believe it was a few years ago now. But we really enjoyed that. Actually, we had a few players in our clan that would get 98s and 99% in war a lot and run out of time. And it was extremely aggravating and frustrating for them. And then they came out with that 3-minute and 30-second timer, and we were like, oh, now you'll never get a 99% 2-star or 1-star anymore. And the very next war, they still got the same thing. So it wasn't that huge of an advantage. I believe the 3-minute timer now, someone could correct me if I'm wrong down below, but isn't the 3-minute timer like 5 years old now? Hasn't the 3-minute timer always been around since Town Hall 8s, and now we have 9s and 10s and 11s, and we've got Town Hall 9s attacking 11s, and it's there's a bit more patience to it. It seems like Supercell just wants you to spam flood everything that you can, get into it, and get going. But, that's not necessarily a good war strategy just in general to just, okay, let's go all in. Sometimes having that little bit of patience, clearing out the left flank, taking out the right flank, being able to funnel in, it takes time, right? And when you keep ending raids at frickin' 98%, I don't know how many I've got in the last few days on my Town Hall 9, but they're starting to get aggravating. I think I got one in war the other day when we had a war going there as well, so I wouldn't mind seeing them tweak that timer back to 3 minutes and 30 seconds instead of the 3 minutes it currently is. That would be nice. Just saying. And what the hell have they done to heroes? I've never seen the heroes so bad. I believe in 2015 we hated heroes. They were ridiculous. And then in 2016 and 2017, hey, them heroes got usable. They were they were spot on. They were doing what they should and what you wanted them to do. They were working. And then, I don't know, Supercell's done something recently because now my freaking queen, she walks all around the base. I can open the wall up, send the king in, and she's like, oh, look at this stuff. I won't go in the wall. I'll I'll just keep going down the side and taking everything that way. Or she'll completely go for a target that you're like, why did she go for that one and not this one? But I don't know what they've done to heroes, but something could be done there too a little bit. That would be nice to see. And live raids, I gotta tell you, Supercell, live raids is like one of the worst ideas you've ever come up with. And I really should make a video how Supercell killed Clash of Clans. I've actually written a list down, and I've been fair. One should always be fair when judging. I've written a two-way list of good things and of, you know, I'm not really going to say the word, but of not so good things on my list. And, you know, new leagues and Town Hall 11 and coming out with heroes because there was no heroes and the 3:30 timer and being able to watch our defense and wars and clans. And, I mean, there's been some other stuff that have been good, but there's been a lot of crap stuff like the Village Guard. I have some real negative views towards that Village Guard and why it's actually not good for in the game. And why they never actually gave it to us for what they said. They said it was for the players, but if it was really for the players, you would give us 6 hours every time and not charge us. So it really wasn't for that. But I should make a video about all this stuff and the matchmaking, the shielding system now, the whole 50 clan thing, the war thing, taking away 45 wars and 35 wars, and then now coming out with 5 versus 5 wars, and what, in another, you know, year or so they'll come back out with 35 and 45 wars. And even the way the war system now is, and nerfing mini-maxing and everything else. I mean, there's a lot of stuff, but the live raids, oh, that is the ultimate. I've had multiple friends delete friends list completely because they are sick of being watched. I understand them a little bit. I don't like being watched so much neither. It makes me a little bit nervous in war when they're watching, but you're just used to it. I mean, you're going to do what you're going to do, right? It's not the people that are watching you that are making you do what you're doing. If you do a shit raid, my bad, but that's what you've done. And to blame those around you that are viewing you, Supercell's just got to figure something out. Like, you know, all right, let's keep our friends list and let's keep live raids, but could you let us turn them on and off? Let me decide if I want to do it. Oh, and that reminds me, since we're forced into that situation, the whole clan level badge thing, forcing the border. I kind of liked being able to change my border. Now I'm stuck with the border I'm stuck with. So, you know, if you want a better one, you got to keep leveling up. But there's nothing saying that you like the ones that are better up than maybe one of the ones that was lower down. So, not a big fan of that. But the live raids thing and forcing it upon people, maybe you could figure out a way to turn on and off that live raid system. Like I said, I'm getting numerous friends that are deleting entire lists and telling clans, you know, stop watching me. I've deleted my whole list. I know it's people in this clan now. Now stop. And it's a catch-22, right? I mean, they don't want you watching them, so not really fair to watch them, but also not really fair to tell them to not use something that's part of the game. So, Supercell, you gotta do something about this live raid stuff. Give us some sort of way to shut it off, control it, something. It's not the greatest of ideas. I gotta say, it's been throwing people for loops. People are just deleting friends lists, leaving clans, and not everybody's bothered by it. Some don't mind it at all, like myself. I tell everybody, go ahead and watch me. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop the troops the exact same way, whether you're watching me or not. And sometimes you make the wrong choice, and you put the troops in the wrong spot, and they go the wrong way. And the next time you put the troops in the right spot, you make the right choices, and they go the right way. So I can't really say is that the live raids overly bugged me, but I do agree that, you know, for those that are bugged by it, there should be a way for them to, you know, to at least disengage from those. So just saying, you could do something for that. Really, be really awesome. And since I've got like, oh frick, 6 minutes or so to go, some of you are probably wondering why I don't like Village Guard. I might as well talk about it here. I am going to make a video of why Supercell killed Clash of Clans, by the way. Its 2014 system was the best system ever. Killed millions of people when they changed from that system, but aside from that, the Village Guard. First of all, they said they were doing it for the players. As we've already discussed, if it was for the players, they would have just let everybody still have our 6 hours of session time. People down in silver and bronze and gold and masters and crystals were not getting clouds before matchmaking was tweaked, especially. But we're not getting clouds. They were not finding bases. So there's no reason to give them, a half an hour Village Guard and then make them pay if they want more and cut off their time limit from having a 6 hour session like we used to be able to have. Maybe as you got up higher and higher, I could understand a little bit. It wasn't until about 4K that you could start using cloud chat to actually try and keep a conversation going. And from that, as you go up and up. So, maybe up at there, you could have started to make it the, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours as you've done. But why there again? Like, if it was for the players, why didn't we just have the full thing? Why do I not now, not have the same time to play as what I used to have? And the other thing, a few things about the Village Guard. Myself has made me lazy as a pusher. There used to be a time where you couldn't not look at your screen or be listening to the sound because you had to keep your device active. And that's where the dot in chat comes from. You'll see a lot of Titans or Legends do a dot in chat or whatever, but back in the day we actually used to use that because if the chat stopped flowing for a minute and the last name that was said went from nothing underneath it to 1 minute underneath it, and then it could keep counting. It could go to 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and he's the last guy to have talked. 4 minutes. It's too late for you. You're already done. You've already been attacked. And now you disconnect. You've got, not only if you're on the Village Guard, but now they've extended the time to give you a few minutes leeway if you do disconnect. So now you've actually got like 5 minutes or so, or maybe even hours to get back on. So no big deal. You're not going to take an extra defense. You're not going to get thrown into clouds. To me, that put a lot of bases out of search now. Now I'm not going to find them, right? But other people might, and while they're searching for a base or hitting a base, I might find the one that they might have found. Kind of like a snowball effect as it's rolling down a hill. So I just can't see that the Village Guard was the best of ideas. And like I said, if it was for us, it should have been free and it should be a full 6 hours. The fact that it's made me lazy, I don't know if others feel the same way, but like if I go to my device and I look at it and I see that I have, 2 hours of Village Guard, 3 hours of Village Guard, I might go do something. Maybe I'll go take a shower now, and I'm not going to bring my phone with me now. I used to bring my phone with me everywhere. I know a ton of pushing clashers out there that are laughing right now that have reached their hand out of a curtain and hit next or have held the phone in the shower with them. But now with the Village Guard, I know, sometimes I'll still have it spinning outside of on the bathroom counter, I guess. And other times I won't because I know I don't have to anymore. I'm not going to get attacked. So it's made me a bit lazier. I've probably not found as many raids as I could have found without the Village Guard system, as well as I feel it's kind of pulling players away from that whole being put back into clouds if they disconnect or if they choose to log out early. They're still gonna take the defense, but maybe they got a couple hours Village Guard left. They're like, I'm going to bed. Well, in the old days, if they went to bed, that would have gave me a chance to find the base. But if in an hour or so I got to log off myself, well, they've still got an hour to go past that. I've got no chance to find that base. So I never did like Village Guard. Not a huge problem, not a big deal. Not as bad as live raids, but I've always had an issue with that Village Guard, so I don't know. Some people like it. I'm assuming most people probably like it, but I don't. Not a big fan. And wow, we have like 1 minute left. I had the worst day at work, by the way. Aside from cows being out everywhere and then getting the quad stuck out in a snowdrift twice and then having to chase more cows. And then some of you got to see in the live raid for, or live stream for an hour or so as I was trying to fix the wagon because the wheel fell off the bale processor. A heck of a day. Way longer than I wanted to be. And Albert taking out this bass, and he's gonna finish this up for us. That's awesome. I can't believe we made it all the way through 20 minutes. And I didn't even say no, I said a few times actually, but I tried not to. And anyways, that's it for me. So thanks everyone for watching. And you can hit me up on Instagram at ZaiZoe Gaming or jump on ZaiZoe2's friend list at Facebook. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out of here. Peace.